He's trying to offer you his paw.
Okay, we're ready.
Stay. Down.
Okay, so, what is your DOWN word?
The click.
No, what does it mean? When you said, what does that mean?
Oh, okay.
What's the behavior?
Get the paw to go down.
And he knows that on cue? Awesome, because he did it. Okay, and then STAY means there?
Stay put. Yeah.
We're putting this on Facebook later.
Oh. So that was a headbutt and a kiss. Come toward my face, headbutt.
He does have a huge, enormous nose.
Yeah,
he does. He's always
he
getting
got
out
paid.
too.
Well, Disney gets to go. BW's
What is your visual symbol for the up?
higher than they can reach with their paw. The shake is the distance to where the paw can reach the food. The pretty is way up high.
Okay, so then is your goal on those behaviors, right? Because they're all really cute behaviors that I would want to put under stimulus control of a different signal without luring. Okay, right? Because you can easily start them out luring. That's like the fastest, easiest way for those behaviors. Just lure them, right? And then click when they get in position, and then, you know, reinforce. Okay. But now at this point, I would want to be fading the food lure. Okay. So do you know how to do that?
I don't have good practice at it. I use that mostly during the harness. Okay. I need them to go places.
Okay. So the first step in getting rid of the food is get rid of the food. Okay, so you're going to do the same exact thing, but no food in your hand. Okay, your food will be like
And he's a good candidate for it because he's been doing his.
That's why I say I would pick him because I know you've been working with him. So you have your hand is empty, but it's following the same, you know, hand signal pattern. And then you can have like your food in your hand here behind your clicker. Okay, so you can put it right here behind your clicker, and then your clicker on top. Okay, you're going to do the signal, no food, that's it, click, as you know, as you click, everything else is the same, click,
the treat under there.
and then grab and
We got a bigger black lab in here. So a man drives.
And I mean that, you know, do you have a release? You can go through. Do you have a release for those? Like release cue that you're done with stay?
It's not really. I made back up. It's not really a cue.
Okay. So what I recommend, especially for this situation, right? Because he, you know, he's kind of guessing when is she finished with me, and So he did, the right thing because he's like, well, she's not paying attention to me, and she's moved back, and blah blah blah.
Probably.
So I'm gonna go check out what's over here.
Do they like water?
Right, because he saw
Yeah.
Water.
So what I would recommend is that you teach. Okay, you're actually supposed to stay there until I either cue you to a new behavior. So like maybe you want him to move over there. Okay, you cue him over there. Or you release.
Would you use a release word like free or free?
Absolutely. So I use release. And I do the hand, and I go, release. So I make it, man, it's clear. You're on your own time, you do whatever you want. Okay? And then, you can run around, whatever, and then if you're ready, you want to do another training, okay, up here again. And then what you can do is practice, like, talking to me and just giving him a little treat for staying. Okay? Yeah. Especially if you use the S-T-A-Y word, I really want it to be that you never forget about the cat. So that he's like, are we still working? Or I don't know what to do. So he doesn't have to guess. Okay.
What other kinds of cues? Like, okay, if we're going to move away from luring. Is it standardly hand signals or?
It can be verbal cue, it can be hand signal, a visual cue. It can be actually other visual cues like your body position. You can do anything like teach them that you'll turn in a circle and then you want them to turn in a circle, right? You can do environmental or contextual cues, which you should use a lot in the shelter. So when this happens in the environment, this is what you do, type of thing.
Can you give me an example of that?
Okay, so just for example, like, okay, if I want, especially with the dogs, we do that a lot, right? You want the dog to sit quietly at the thing before he gets to come out, so he's not barking and jumping and whatever. So what I do is, when I approach here, you sit. That's an environmental or contextual cue. Okay? Then, I open the thing, I go in, you should be sitting. Okay? I don't have to tell you to sit. Right? It just happens. If I approach here to come in, you sit. That's the cue.
He got distracted by it.
He was working so hard, then he got hungry.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a form of like a displacement behavior, an anxiety behavior. So he probably has a little bit of just kind of like, the other cats are eating, but I'm not, I'm going to go get them. Okay. Or if you're in the middle of training something and the cat gets frustrated, a lot of times you'll see them like, I'm going to go eat. They're not really hungry. I mean, you're there offering like yummies. So they're not really hungry, but they're frustrated.
Okay.
Right.
So are you better off just waiting?
It depends. Okay, so it depends what you want to do. You can do, so one thing you could do with him would be start working with another cat.
He's been here longer.
Okay, yeah, you're free. You can leave. I don't care. But guess what? This cat's going to get some work, and they're going to get awesome stuff. Attention. Oh, you're the best cat ever. And some treats. Yeah, go eat in the food bowl. I don't care. Okay, so so do you guys see what is happening? Tell me what's happening.
Like play dead.
Did you guys see?
And then they'll
Just now? He got frustrated again.
Yeah, why?
Because he wasn't doing what she wanted him to do? What? So you trying to get him to do one thing and
I was trying to get him to get up
yeah,
here.
and he was just trying to.
Yeah.
Here's my paw. Here's my paw. Where's
Give
my
me
treat?
a, yeah.
But then you were rewarding him for those behaviors because we want to keep reinforcing those behaviors even though the first behavior we're trying to get he's not doing?
That actually made sense to me.
Yeah, oh, good.
Yes. I know you confused yourself, but it totally made sense to me. Yes, absolutely. Okay, because see, previously he was getting rewarded for the paw, right? And that's why I want you to change the signals because they're all the same, but they mean different things. Really confusing to the cat. Really confusing. Now there are some times that you can do that, and especially when you're first starting, like with those, luring ups and the paws. Okay, and we're targeting sometimes in the beginning, but then very quickly I want to move to, okay, this is
Katie will do that in there.
Okay.
A lot better than he will, because she's away from the cats.
Yeah.
A lot of time if they're not.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do that, we should probably have a set of standard cues then.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
all use.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
You need standard cues that you're using. And you need to practice them. Okay, good job. Okay, so exactly, if you have a cat that's by themselves, right, you are more reinforcing because you're a physical, presence and like they're by themselves. So, unless they don't like you, then you're not reinforcing.
It's Chelsea.
She likes me,
But you can make yourself more reinforcing. But in here, right, he's got the food bowl, there's other cats distracting him. Of course, people are walking by, we're talking and stuff like that. So it's much harder. If he gets frustrated, it's more easy for him to give up. Okay? So... Good. Good. Come through, no problem. Okay, so when he gave up previously very much, it was when she moved it forward. Okay, so